Yo, what's up? It's your boy Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. Legends never die, they stay in our hearts. If you want to support us, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also you can come down here and hit the join button under the video or in our channel section. And you can also join our Patreon, patreon.com/currency365. And we also have Cash App and also PayPal for supports if you want to sow some seeds. Peace out. God bless. Enjoy the video and keep the movement going. Legends. Bye. All right, welcome back to Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. All right, so man, look, the Shibarium tokens, I get it. They're looking like straight clowns right now. But we're gonna go over them, and because at some point they won't be, right? You know what I mean? Like some point everything will turn around and everything will go to the upside, and people will be celebrating. People won't remember the pain that they went through or their agony of waiting and waiting and waiting. It's been years. I get it. The last time Shiba Inu did anything significantly was October of 2021. Wow, that's a long time ago, right? Um, you know, Shina came out the box, exploded up like I don't know, 50,000% or something, and hasn't done anything since, right? And so can't get over a $20 million market cap to save its life, and like tokens like MEW is at a $500 million market cap, and Shina, who's supposed to be the girlfriend of Shiba Inu, can't even break 20 million. Go figure. Like, how that even makes sense? And so I don't know. That's cryptocurrencies for us, right? That's decentralization, that's cryptos, that's centralization, whatever you want to call it. Some tokens just do way better than others, right? And you can't put your finger on it. Um, we can talk about, you know, those things that are attached to Satoshi and how bad they do perform. I mean, people have mentioned that. Is there a curse on these things? And that's why some of these other tokens outperform them significantly, and all the ones that people cover online and talk about and have talked about for several years haven't done anything. Is it? I don't know. You can make up all your conspiracy theorists and all your theories and all your takes, and some of it will be right, and some of it will be far to the left and or far to the right, right? And so all I do know is that everything that was supposed to happen this year and everything that they promised us, from the charity stake and burn, which is still not out, and we're in the second half of June, right? To the auto burns, that's not out. That was supposed to be out in January. They were supposed to test it, and then launch it. It's just an auto burn, guys and girls. It's like these guys created Shibarium, and the auto burn is more difficult than creating Shibarium. Like that doesn't make any sense, right? But it does make sense. It makes sense if you know who these people are and you know who the entities that is controlling them, right? And so we're not going to talk about that, but it doesn't make sense unless you know who these people are being controlled by, right? And people are saying Dan is also controlled by Satoshi now, and Dan just wants to do giveaways, and every time he does giveaways, the price dumps and people are getting mad at that, right? And so that's the new thing on the block now, right? Dan's controlled, right? And so by Satoshi, I don't know if he is or not. But every time Shina pumps, Dan or somebody in the leader in the community of Shina wants to do another giveaway, and the price dumps right back down. So they won't let the price go up. They won't let the price breathe. They won't let the price do anything. Every time it goes up, the giveaway. Every time it goes up, giveaway. Every time it goes up, giveaway. Goes up again, giveaway. Goes up again, giveaway. Right back down, right? Unfortunately. So I don't know. People are complaining about that. So there's a whole bunch of things that people are complaining about, right? Bad idea AI. They said people have, what happened to it? is got it's got left behind. you know, Mr. Lightspeed, he comes out and he says things and then he disappears again. I don't know. I don't know. A lot of people have a lot of things to say about the community, about the Shibarium tokens. Bone has been a disappointment. People have put out their frustration on that as well. And all I can say is that if these tokens don't do anything between now and March, then of next year when we believe everything is going to absolutely just send, right? Then it was a big disappointment, right? It was a big disappointment, and we move on, right? If these tokens don't participate in the bull cycle, then they don't participate in the bull cycle, and there's nothing we can do about it. If they do participate in the bull cycle and they actually do these things that they're supposed to do, and the auto burns do kick off and everything else. Now remember, the ship dev team told the world. They didn't tell me. They didn't tell you. They told the world that all the projects will be out this year. We're in June, and Shiboshis have come out, and they did an upgrade on Shibarium, and that's about it. Right? No metaverse. Metaverse not out. Shiba Net's not out. Um, Shib Gaming is not fully out. Right? It's not out on Shibarium. Now Shiba Swap's out. Shiba Swap what though? Shiba Swap the original is out on Shibarium, not Shiba Swap 2.0. Right? So we don't know what type of Shiba Swap this is because it's not helping with burns. It was Shiba Swap is supposed to help with burns. Every transaction was supposed to go a small amount was supposed to go to the Bone wallet and then accumulate to 25,000 and then burn with the auto burn. But they don't have the auto burn, and Shiba Swap 1.0 is on Shibarium and not Shiba Swap 1.75 or 2.0. So what are we supposed to do with that, right? So and then you have what else do they have? I can't think off the top of my head, but all the other projects that they have, none of it is out. And they said everything is supposed to be launched this year. We're already halfway through the year. This is the last month of the first half, right? So is everything going to launch next year? And in the last 6 months of this year, maybe they have time. They have time, just like the Feds have time to do at least one or two rate cuts this year if they want to, right? They still have time. They still got what 3 meetings left or something like that, 3 or 4 meetings left. So it's frustrating though, and I know a lot of you guys are mad, a lot of you guys are angry, but I see that you guys are still holding on to your tokens and you're not letting them go, and that's good, right? Now there's a lot of rumors going around, a lot of things going around. People are saying a lot of things, but as long as you don't sell, then it is all it is what it is. Now, of course, if you don't sell and then these tokens don't do nothing in this bull cycle and you wasted your time, then we all wasted our time, and that would be unfortunate. But it is what it is. That could happen. I mean, we saw with XRP, but XRP is dealing with the SEC and the lawsuits and stuff, right? So that's a different story. Um, and we hope that George Judge Torres makes that announcement by September because that's the deadline she was given, right? So, but you know, it's one thing to know that, and then to know this part, and then this is like these tokens here are free, but they're not really free because we have an entity called the WEF that has come in and people have sold their souls to the WEF. and so now Bone can't move, Shiba can't move. And I didn't I tell you guys that Shiba Inu was going to break? I told you guys here. I mean, you didn't have to pay for that, right? That's something for Patreon. But I told you guys here that Shiba Inu, watch that too. It's going to break the two if the markets get bearish, it's going to break that too, and it did. Look at that. It went right through it too. And I told you that two break is going to flush, right? So and it did. It did flush to that 1.7. It might even flush down in the 1.5, even 1.2 area. I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it stays right here. But You know, what I mean, we talked about that, right? I gave you guys a heads up here, like watch Shiba here. If it breaks that too, it's going to flush, and it did, right? So okay, so it's not performing well. Last 7 days, if you look at the year, it's still up 143% on the year, so we can't really complain too much. You know what I mean? But we're not really complaining about the price is going to be the price. It's the actions that of things that were promised to the world and to the Shib army that still has not come about. And then of course not recognizing Sheena is really, in my opinion, been disrespected. Um, and then we have the charity stake and burn. And I know that the Sheena team has to be done with that, but because it involves Shiba Inu, they got to go to Saitoshi about that. And unfortunately, Saitoshi might be like, nope, you know, like it ain't coming out. So then, what do they do then? Do they have to take Shiba off the stake in charity and burn, or do they wait for Saitoshi to finally tell them, yeah? I don't know. That's the drama that might be going on behind the scenes that we don't know anything about. Somebody said, "Who? How do you know that, Current? Who told you?" Who told you? It might look if you hear something about that next week, you know who you heard it from here first. you know. But anyway, um, let's go to bad. Let me go back to Sheena. I love Sheena Inu, but it's like, man, it's like I can't believe they're holding this thing back. This is a monster. Like, you know what I mean? Like this token is a monster. This token should be in the billions already. It should be at a $3 billion market cap right now. It should be at, or at least an $8 billion market cap, and it should be a monster. They have literally kept this thing down on purpose. And it's sickening. And to me, it's just sickening. It's sickening. This is a monster. This token. I mean, look at this chart here. You see how it consolidated here? We're on the all chart, right? So this is the all. You see how it consolidated? Bang! Straight to the upside there. And now look at this line. You draw a line straight down here. You can see that once it breaks that, it's gone. It's gone. And they've been doing their best to keep this thing down. Every time it tries to run, they sell, 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 or giveaways, 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 giveaways to make sure it doesn't break this line here. You put that line there and you say, if it breaks that line, it's gone. Right? You're talking about 800 million to a $8 billion market cap if it breaks that line. Right? So, it is what it is. How long they're going to keep it down? How long they're going to keep Sheena's name down? I don't know. This is the year of the women, right? This is the year of the woman, right? The woman, WNBA viewerships up, college women's college basketball was up, women's sports are up. Women in general are just getting more attention on the media. Women in crypto are coming in and getting fame and getting attention. Women, Mother Token is did well with Iggy Azalea. Women, this is the year of the women, right? So this is, and what better than Sheena, right? As the girlfriend of Shiba Inu, right? And for some reason they just, and I know what it is. I'm not going to say what it is because I'm just not going to. I know what it is, but I'm not going to say what it is. I'm not going to say why they're doing this. And somebody's already said it, but I'm not going to say. I'm not going to repeat it. I know exactly why these things are happening to us. I already know why. I just have to. We just have to be patient. We got to be patient here and wait for Sheena to break that line, and it's gone. Right. Um, when will that happen? I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully this year. Hopefully it's this year. Hopefully it's this year. Because when it's at an $8 billion market cap, who's gonna remember the pain we went through? You know what I mean? You're only gonna remember the pain if you don't hold any tokens, right? So you had to wait for 2 3 years, and then you sold, and then it goes to an $8 billion market cap, and so now you have a pain of missing out as well, right? So you went through the pain of waiting, and then now you're going to the pain of missing out. So It's like if you do, you don't. And the crazy part is that the moment you sell, that's when it's gonna go. That's what always happens. That's what always happens. The moment it's almost like somebody's watching your account. And it's like the moment you sell, and this happens to everybody. Everybody has the same story, right? Like, dog, I held this token or I held this stock for through 2 years, and then the moment I sold it, next week, J.P. Morgan comes out and upgrades it, and it's up 300%. Like, what the freak, man? And that's everybody's story. Everybody that's trading stocks and cryptos has that same story. It's almost like somebody's watching your account and they're waiting for you to sell. And the moment you sell, that's when literally the next day or the next week is when it goes up. You know, so it's kind of crazy. But anyways, let's look at Bad Idea AI and check out what's going on. Yeah. And have you guys realized that we don't know anything still about the tree token? It's been 2 years, 2.5 years, almost 3 years on the tree token. That's done on purpose? Of course, it's done on purpose, right? That's on purpose, right? So they're keeping everybody hanging on the tree token, the she token, the tree token. It's crazy, man. But we still hold. I still hold bad. I don't know about you guys. I still hold 100 billion bad tokens. So you know what I mean. So Mr. Lightspeed, I ain't gave up on your project. I still believe in your project, and hopefully you guys get through this. I mean, the volume's still there. 5 million in volume today, even though it's a down day today. Still, 5 million in volume. And also, Mr. Lightspeed and Bad Idea said they were going to be added to 5 tier 1s this year. They're only on one this year. So, or is it two? Let me see. I gotta go back. Let's go back to Bad Idea AI. There they are. And then let's go to exchanges. That's not it. All right, I clicked the wrong button. So that's Bad Idea AI. And let's go down to markets. And let's see what markets they're on. Yeah, they're on one tier 1. MEXC is not a tier 1 in my eyes. MEXC is a tier 2. But and L Bank's a tier 2, and all these Bitmart tier 2 in my opinion. All right, so Gate.io is the only tier 1. They were supposed to be added to 5 tier 1, 4 to 5 tier 1s this year. So maybe the second half of the year they wake up and finally get added to all the to 3 more tier 1s. So how about Coinbase? I mean, why not Coinbase, right? So and markets don't. Look, the markets overall are not doing well, so maybe they're holding off and saying, yeah, just hold off, wait until September to March to add these things, and maybe that's the right idea to do it, right? And let's look at Bone real quick. So I'm still a believer in Bad Idea. I still have it going to a 50 billion dollar market, even though it doesn't seem like that's even going to be possible right now. I still have this thing going to a 50 billion dollar market. Let's look at Bone real quick here, and Shiba Swap Bone. Man, this is crazy. I can't believe they have allowed this to do this. Look, if somebody says, Bone, sell this project, it will no longer be uploaded for newbies. This project was created by Shiba team. They have stolen all of the bones. Wow. Okay. I don't know about all that, but wow. Can you imagine creating something and it's this bad? Down 98%. Wow. And you can still imagine creating something this bad and then still be able to show your face and be like, woof, hey guys. It's crazy. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. This is crazy. Like Bone should not be looking like this. It only has 200 million circulating supply. Like this thing should be at like $20. Wow. This is what happens when you like sell out to the WEF. Like this is crazy. Paw Zone is the other one. Let's look at that real quick. And then K9 Finance and Sheila. Okay, just not doing anything. Pause on. Wow, 800,000 in volume today. Wow. Ooh, this thing did pump though, and then came back. Is that today? Wow, this thing did actually pump like crazy today, and then it came all the way back. Wow, 800,000 in volume, and then we got K9 Finance. It's also down today as well, 5%. Volume is almost a million, and it's just been blah, right? So let's look at the last 7 days. Yeah, it's just been trending with the rest of the markets, right? Down 70% all time. Okay. And then let's look at Sheila and wrap up the video. And Sheila has no volume, right? So no volume on Sheila, just not doing anything. Waiting for the team. The team is so embarrassed that because of what they did to everybody. For you guys that don't know, last year? Last year during ETH Toronto, Sheila was going to be named by Satoshi as the treat token. Okay. Now, before that happened, Prophetess Solomon went live and she told people, Sheila, don't sleep on Sheila. Sheila's about to go crazy. And people rushed to buy Sheila, right? And Sheila went up 5,000% during the Toronto. And Satoshi and the team had to made a decision not to name it the tree token. And so that's why when they talked about the tree token, they didn't name Sheila Inu as a tree token like they originally wanted to do. And then all of a sudden, the dev team that hadn't been around for, I don't know, a year or whatever it was, they come out of the blue and say, everybody sell your tokens. Sell your tokens now. Sell your tokens to us and send your tokens to us. And we're going to relaunch Sheila Inu, and we're going to rebrand it and everything. And yeah, we're gonna rebrand it and rename it. Sell your tokens and send your tokens to us. And I told you guys, HELO, we're not gonna do that. I'm up 5,000%. I ain't selling my tokens to you. I don't even know you guys. You guys come out of the blue and say, we're the dev team. Sell your tokens to us. Give us your tokens. Like, no, I can just sell it myself and collect my 5,000%. You know what I mean? So that's what I did. Some of you guys, said, no, I'm going to send it to the dev team because I trust these guys that I never met in my life. Almost reminds me of the dinar, where people are going to be coming out of the woodworks talking about, hey, send me your dinars and I'll give you a $5 rate or a $15 rate or a $20 rate. And people are going to be sending their dinars, even though they held for 10 years. They're still going to send their dinars to people, or they're going to go to the freaking conference rooms and hotels and give their dinars to people they've never met and say, oh yeah, I trust them. They're going to give me the higher rate. Okay. So now that all these people sent these dev members, quote unquote dev members, their tokens, they haven't gotten new tokens back. Sheila hasn't rebranded, and nobody's heard from these people. Kind of interesting, right? So when you're up 5,000%, folks, take your profits. You know what I mean? And and don't send your tokens to strangers and people that come out of the woodworks and say some stupid stuff, right? And so hopefully that was a lesson learned. I was shaking my head when I was seeing the 365 crew say, "Yeah, I just sent my tokens to the dev team. They're going to be rebranding and giving me." I was like, "You're up 5,000%. What are you doing?" Like just take your profits. If they rebrand, then you can just buy the new rebrand token. You know. So, anyways, I hope a lot of you guys learned your lesson on that. That was crazy. You're up 5,000%, 3,000%, 1,000. Just take your profit and deal with everything else later. As you can see, nothing happened from there, and they literally stole everybody's tokens, right? Because they haven't rebranded or haven't come out with anything yet. So, um, oops, you know what I mean? So, thank God I just used common sense. I said, no, I'm just going to sell my tokens and take my profit, and that's what I did. Anyways, and I think I put it in Lunk, right? So I think I sold and put it in Lunk, and yeah, I bought more Lunk with that, and so I've been, collecting. I know Lunk hasn't been performing well, but hey, it is what it is. I've been getting staking rewards, so all that whole since October, no whatever it was for the thing until now, all those staking rewards I've been receiving. So yeah, it's a win-win. Peace out. God bless. Hope you guys are doing well. That's the Shibarium tokens update, and I know it hasn't been pleasant, hasn't been fun waiting, and the disappointment of all of the dev members always lying to us and stuff. And but it is what it is. We have to hold our tokens and just wait for the bull cycle, and let's see what happens. Hopefully, they do perform in the bull cycle, and people are able to finally make some money on the Shibarium tokens here. Peace out. God bless. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.